What's up, guys? I'm randomfrankp, back with episode 264 of Room Tour Project, the series we show off some of the best setups to give you some ideas and inspiration for your own setup. If you see anything you like today, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But we'll kick it off now. Episode 264.
First up today, we have Foulplay with a dual setup here. This is he and his daughters, really liking the way it came out. Nice and warm and cozy in the daytime and the nighttime with the RGB or the natural lighting, making that brick look nice. Since there's two setups, we'll run through the specs and hardware for each relatively quickly, so we're not wasting too much time here. But for his main setup, we have the dual stacked monitors with an LG 38-inch ultrawide as the primary with a 27-inch as the overhead there. Got RGB behind the monitors as well to give it that extra pop and separation from the wall. And also for some other hardware and stuff you can see on each side of the display are his studio monitor speakers. They're the Adam Audio T7Vs. They're on a nice desktop isolation stand, and you can see the whole streaming setup as well with the camera on the arm. Now, down to his main peripherals, his main keyboard is the Rama M60A with Aqua King switches inside with GMK WOB, white on black, with the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. And also for audio, he has the Hi-Fi Man Sundara headphones plugged into the Magnius and Modius Schiit stack. Then for his PC in the corner is the Leonly O11 dynamic case with a Ryzen 9 5900X CPU. Not too sure what the cooler is, but the AIO looks pretty dope. Got 32 gigs of Crucial Ballistics RAM on an MSI B550 Unify motherboard with an MSI RTX 3090 graphics card. And actually right above that is his daughter's PC, because like I said, they got a dual setup here, and both PCs mounted on top of each other with a Leonly O11 dynamic mini case with a 10700K CPU, cooled by the Arctic Liquid Freezer 240 AIO, 32 gigs of G-Skill Trident Z RGB RAM on an MSI Z490 Unify motherboard with an EVGA RTX 3070 Ti. She also has the dual stacked monitors with two 32-inch Samsung G5 monitors with the Razer Viper Ultimate as the mouse and a Tofu 65 as the keyboard. Also for audio over here with the Sennheiser HD58X powered by the JDS Labs Atom stack. Now on the specs that were provided to me, there were a lot of different pieces of hardware and stuff that weren't all shown in the photos, so a lot of things might not have made sense when I was showing them to you, but a lot of really great gear and hardware in this really great father and daughter dual setup. You gotta love it. Next is the studio space from In Revery, which is a YouTuber. I found this setup, absolutely loved it, and it is all DIY. So shout out to him. I'll have his channel down below. Check out that insanely cool RGB slat wall with the you see it. Like, that is crazy impressive. The fact that it's DIY and it looks this good is something to really just be in awe at, because this is like a multi-$1,000 installation job if you pay someone to do this. And here, the fact that it is all DIY, it makes it more personal in the end. It really just takes that whole, setup factor to the next level. So really awesome stuff, and as you can see, a really great desk setup as well. So primary monitor is a 5K 27-inch ultrafine from LG, with the vertical monitor on the left side being a 27-inch 4K from LG. Got the nice warm wallpaper there, both literally on the wall and the actual monitors there, so just the colors and stuff, it all mix and matches so well. Now, as a wedding photographer and videographer and also a content creator, making this space for them was really, a priority to this multifaceted content creation job. So for streaming and stuff, the setup here is very modular in a sense, where he could move the setup around the room, which is really cool with this sit and stand desk. And obviously that means cable management has to be on point to avoid getting things tangled up and ripped out the wall, and definitely accomplished here. For the rest of the desktop gear, we have the Sonos audio beam for the soundbar, as well as the Shure MB7 microphone. The keyboard and trackpads you saw on the desktop were from Apple, and this is all powered by his 2018 Mac Mini, which he has mounted underneath the desk, also hooked up to a Razer Core X to have an external GPU for that extra power. Again, for video editing and all that stuff, definitely useful. And again, it's all kept under the desk, nice and tidy. I'm also a really big fan of just the overall setup aesthetic and the way they have a lot of other things in the room to make it feel complete. Things like a really nice shelving unit, this really unique way to mount and show off the lenses and stuff to have them on display. Really, really great stuff from In Revery. Again, definitely check them out down below. I absolutely love all DIY setups like this. So when I saw this crazy unique RGB slat wall with a beautiful setup as well, I knew he wanted to show it off, and I figured you guys would definitely appreciate it. Next up is a return submission from Moritz W. This one, man, I feel like it's been forever now since we had him on. I don't remember. I want to say like maybe 2018, 2017. I could be wrong, but it'll be nice to see the setup progression here. As you can see, a nice triple monitor setup, nice natural lighting here, RGB. Let's check it all out. The primary display is a BenQ XL2411. It's 144 Hz at 24 inches with two BenQ 24-inch monitors on each side. Not the best job in terms of, making them all align properly, it seems. That could be worked on a little bit. Down to the peripherals, we have a Razer Black Widow Chroma with Logitech G502 on a Razer Goliath Mercury mousepad. And for audio, we have a lot of options going on here with the Yamaha HS7 studio monitors on each side of the actual monitors. Again, some speakers are also known as studio monitors, so you don't have to try to correct me for that again. With the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro headphones, the ATH M50X, as well as the Astro A40 TR. So you got your fun listening headphones, your studio monitoring headphones, and then your gaming headset. And then to the PC, the NZXT H510 Elite. Inside an Intel i7 4790K CPU with a Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4 cooler. 32 gigs of HyperX Savage RAM on an MSI Z97S SLI Crate motherboard with a Gigabyte RTX 3090 Vision GPU. So again, you bring it all together, it is a really nice and clean space, digging the way it all looks with the RGB, really just being accented by the white desk, white walls. Really good stuff, Moritz. Now we've got the Getdownkid. And this setup is entirely themed, he said, by the TV show The Expanse. Again, I always appreciate when a setup can really go the extra mile and dedicate itself to a theme. You love to see it. So for his display, it is a Dell 32-inch 1440p 165 Hz monitor. You can see the contrast in shots here of daytime versus nighttime. And like I said before, with this setup being themed off of the TV show The Expanse, you can see they have a custom 3D printed model of the ship as well, right above the actual setup to kind of, bring it all together. For the peripherals, we have a GameSir GK300 wireless keyboard with the Logitech MX Master 3. And for audio, on each side of the desk, you can see the speakers from Edifier, the R1010BT. Now, as a laptop setup, this is all powered by the Dell G15 Special Edition model. It's got a 165 Hz display, an i7 11800H CPU with an RTX 3060 graphics card. Definitely digging this overall corner space for this setup. Again, it's really nice and minimal, not a lot of clutter. Really digging the overall vibes. The angular sort of paint job with the accent wall there. Having this like triangular gray sort of cutout to highlight the setup in the corner really looks great. And then last but not least, we have Sergio with the crazy gaming display here. Got the triple monitor setup, the massive overhead TV there, tons of pixels, tons of RGB with the RGB hexagon panels, geometric wall panels. There is a lot of just gamer going on. So checking it all out. His primary monitor is an AOC 34-inch ultrawide with two 27-inch Acer monitors on each side, with a 55-inch TCL TV as the overhead. And I will say the TV is not lined up, properly with the center monitor. It's definitely bugging me, and now that you saw it, it's probably bugging lots of you. Sorry. We have the Razer Black Widow Elite keyboard with the Razer Mamba wireless mouse. Got an Elgato Stream Deck in the back, which is definitely a go-to accessory. And then also for audio, on the desktop is the Sonos Beam soundbar with the Corsair Virtuoso XT wireless gaming headset. You can see that mounted on the wall next to the PC. Speaking of which, we have a Lian Li 011 dynamic case again with a Ryzen 7 3700X CPU. Got a Cooler Master 360 RGB AIO, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM inside, with a Gigabyte X570 Aorus Elite motherboard and an EVGA RTX 3080 for the graphics card. Definitely a colorful build to highlight a colorful setup. Like I said, we have those Nanoleaf lines, like the light strip things, the Nanoleaf hexagon panels. Nanoleaf's always making new crazy RGB stuff, and Sergio's got it.
All right, guys, so that'll wrap it up for episode 264 of Room Tour Project. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, all the gear and hardware you saw will be listed for you in the description down below if you want to check it out, as well as some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.